Assalamu alaikum. My name is Abdullah Alghamdi, and I'm going to talk about the challenges and the prospects in the Islamic capital market in Malaysia. So my point is considered both. So I'm going to talk about the challenge side. So the point is about the human capital. It's considered an issue in the Islamic finance market, and because this industry is different from all other industries. So in the Islamic finance, we have to stay inside the Sharia framework. So each institution or each Islamic institution should have professionals that have the experience in the Sharia. So these professionals should have a background and experience in the Sharia, especially in the Islamic finance. So according to the FAA, there will be a shortage in Malaysia because of the Islamic finance industry will have a big growth in the future, inshallah. So there is not enough talents to cover this requirement or demand of this industry. So the Bank Negara of Malaysia are trying to approach a collaboration between the industry and the academia to meet the highest standards of employees required in the workplace. So the Bank Negara Malaysia know about this issue, and it's also preparing to solve this issue. So basically, this both ways point in terms of challenge and a prospect. Thank you.
Hi, I'm 10Azri 1 Mohammad Sudin, and I'm going to continue with the second challenge. Apart from the well-known prohibitions against riba, gara, as well as investments in haram activity, Islamic financial products are characterized by a unique set of principles, contracts, and standards. Importantly, these standards need to be streamlined to support the sustainability of Islamic finance and enhance its role as a key enabler for economic activity. Local portal news The Malaysian Reserve reported in 2017 that the lack of standardization in Islamic finance is still a significant constraint on the industry's growth, and progress is expected to be slow given the scale of the challenge. According to an international credit rating agency, Fitch Ratings Incorporation, greater harmonization of Sharia codification within and between jurisdictions is often cited as a limiting factor. Fitch said the differences in interpretation can deter investors, especially when combined with similar variation in laws and their application, and the lack of legal precedents for effective enforcement of creditor rights in many jurisdictions. Given the nature of Islamic law, which accommodates for different interpretations, Islamic finance is subject to different interpretations, which lead to different practice and use of concepts across jurisdictions. This may impede the growth and internalization of Islamic finance, since certain products may not be accepted in some jurisdictions, but not in the other. And Central Bank of Bahrain Executive Director of Banking Supervision, Khalid Ahmad, believes countries like Bahrain, Malaysia, Sudan, and Kuwait have independently managed to develop Islamic finance to great heights within their domestic markets. He said, unfortunately, adoption rate of standards among Islamic banks around the world, including Malaysia, has been regrettably low. Consequently, Islamic banks find it difficult to facilitate cross-border transactions, such as trade finance and cross-listing activities. Ahmad added, Islamic banks will not be able to compete without proper global level standardization.
I'm Fateeni bin Razukee. I'm going to talk about one of the challenges of the Islamic capital market in Malaysia, which is public awareness. So basically, public awareness itself is one of the important issues, important challenges as for the business industry. So awareness itself means that the knowing of something existence, or it is also means that the knowledge and understanding of something that is happening. So awareness and perception play a vital role for marketing strategy to attract the new customers and the existing customers. Based on the research in 2009 by Bursa Malaysia, it has been revealed that the main obstacles for this developing of Islamic banking is that due to the public awareness. So back in 2014, a survey has been done by PwC in order to know the key factor for the low penetrating level in Islamic banking GCC. So based on the survey, the half of the respondent knew about these Islamic products, the existing of this Islamic product, but another 50% of the non-Muslim respondents didn't really have the clear visions of the Islamic banking, and some of them didn't even know the existence of this Islamic banking. For the second point is that most of nation, they knew about this Islamic product, Islamic banking, and they knew about the riba free and so on, but most of them in general they didn't really clear about the concept and the product offered by the Islamic banking. Some of them even assume that this Islamic banking and finance is actually same thing, but with different packing with the conventional banking. The third point is that there is a myth in the market saying that Islamic banking has expensive financing and give less deposit in return. So it need to be clear out. As for the Islamic security, so the third point is that there is also myth in the market saying that Islamic banking is expensive for financing and it give less deposit in return. So it need to be clear out as for the Islamic securities to be efficiently priced and credible. So further initiative need to be clear, undertaken to develop its own indicator. For example, Sukuk, it is issued that based on the ijarah principle and the uses of the properties as underlying asset, the actual rate of rental may be explored to be used to determine the rate of the instrument. It would then fluctuate depending on the demand and supply of the for the properties. It also will then give the true reflections of the price of the underlying asset.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Balqish, and today I would like to present about the prospect of the challenges in Islamic finance. As we all know, there are three challenges in Islamic finance that we can see, which is human capital development, standardization, and also public awareness. So, Bank Negara has stated that the bank branches in Malaysia has increased from 126 branches to 766 branches in the year of 2004 and 2005. Malaysia also have shifted towards the industrial company that contributed 80% of the total of GDP. So firstly, for human capital development, it is estimated that up to 1 million development will be needed by 2020 to meet the needs of the Islamic finance institution, because coming up in this industry, they will be grow in Malaysia with 28.5% Islamic capital. Secondly, standardization and regulation is very important in improving the corporate sukuk. That this will help in support the consistency, strengthen the supervision, and also helps to move this industry to the next phase in this development. So due to this standardization, as we all know in Malaysia, we are very particular in this segment. The new sukuk issuance with a maturity of more than 18 months from GCC country has totaled from 40 USD in 2016 and increased to 49.6 USD $1,000 in 2017. So the total of share also increased from 29% in 2016 to 30% in 2017. Last but not least, for the public awareness, we all know that when the public awareness is increased, it will increase the confidence of the investors to invest in our country. So Security Commission has released the MCCG to promote the greater internalization of the corporate governance, where this help to increase the investors' trust towards the Malaysia company. So cyber threats give a significant risk through this investment development. So in this issue, CIDRAC has taken the opportunity to explore a host for advertising and also social media publicity, so they can filter all the social media and hosting. These are all the steps that can help to against the cyber threats and also helps in improving the security of publicity in this development. And lastly, due all this effort, this Invest Smart program has increased to 800,000 individuals over the country, and this help in increasing the public awareness and also increasing the number of investors in Malaysia. Thank you.